Let me tell you a story that starts with a thump, not a squirrel, not a branch. No, this was the sound of a baby red-bellied woodpecker falling out of my tree. And that, friends, is how I got way too emotionally invested in the life of a woodpecker. Now let's talk about this absolute unit of a bird, because the red-bellied woodpecker is honestly one of the loudest, boldest, most chaotic birds in North Texas. And if you think you haven't seen one, you're probably wrong. They're everywhere. You just assume that flaming red mohawk belonged to some sort of cardinal on pre-workout. First things first, the name, total scam. This bird is called red-bellied, but you'll need a microscope, a strong breeze, and a lot of patience to see any actual red on the belly. The real eye-catcher is the head. That flaming red streak running across the crown like it's wearing a fire helmet? That's the good stuff. Males have the red from beak to neck, while females wear it like a red mullet. So how do you know it's a red-bellied and not one of its equally annoying cousins like the downy or the hairy? For starters, red-bellied woodpeckers are medium-sized, not tiny, not massive. Let's go back to my little baby woodpecker for a second. This little dude fell right out of the tree. No warning, no parachute, just splat. It was probably trying to get its wings under control and missed a branch. Nature's version of a faceplant. And of course, I had to Google, what do you do when a baby woodpecker crash lands in your yard? Because apparently I'm now running a wildlife rehab center out of my lawn. Spoiler alert, don't touch it unless it's in danger. The parents usually hang around screaming from the branches like overly dramatic helicopter moms. And they'll come back down to feed it while it figures out the whole flying without dying thing. I found out too late about this rule. Now, aside from occasionally dropping their kids mid-flight, red-bellied woodpeckers are actually excellent parents. They hollow out nesting cavities in dead trees or old stumps, and they're super picky about location. But when they're not raising babies or bombing out of trees, these woodpeckers are busy doing what woodpeckers do best, pecking stuff. Loudly, repeatedly. They use that beak as a multi-tool. Territory declaration, foraging weapon, romantic sonnet. When they're in the mood for love, you'll hear them drumming away on hollow branches or, if you're lucky, your metal chimney cap. And let's not forget their diet. These guys are foodies. They're not just eating bugs like some basic backyard bird. No, red-bellied woodpeckers are omnivores with a flair for drama. They'll chow down on beetles, spiders, fruits, nuts, tree sap, and even the occasional lizard or baby bird if they're feeling a little metal that day. They've even been caught raiding other birds' nests like they're on some avian version of Storage Wars. But if you're the nice type who puts out bird feeders, oh, you're in for it. Red-bellied woodpeckers love suet, sunflower seeds, and peanuts. And they don't just eat, they dominate. They'll grab a chunk of food and fly off to stash it somewhere else under bark in a crevice behind your porch light, like little feathered hoarders prepping for the apocalypse. Also, fun fact, their tongues are nightmare fuel. Like their tongue is so long it wraps around their skull. Seriously, inside their head. It's barbed at the end and sticky, and they use it to spear bugs like a horror movie villain. Oh, and while we're here, yes, they can damage your house. If you've got wood siding or trim and they decide that section is prime real estate for a nest or an insect buffet, good luck. I've seen them turn eaves into bird art installations. The trick is to redirect them. Suet feeders, fake owls, spinning shiny things, maybe just politely asking them to please peck somewhere else. Now, red-bellied woodpeckers are year-round residents in North Texas. They don't migrate. They're like your weird uncle who never left town. They stick around through the summer heat, the freak ice storms, and even that one day in March when it randomly hails and everyone forgets how to drive. And yes, they're protected. Don't even think about messing with them. It's illegal to harm, trap, or relocate them without a permit. So if you're thinking about declaring war on the woodpecker keeping you up at 5 a.m., maybe just buy earplugs, or befriend them, name them, give them their own YouTube channel, become the bird whisperer of your HOA. So to wrap this up, red-bellied woodpeckers are hilarious, dramatic, endlessly fascinating birds that somehow manage to be both a delight and a nuisance. They're clumsy babies, militant parents, backyard brawlers, and insect exterminators all rolled into one feathered package. And if you ever see one fall out of a tree, don't panic. Just watch the show. Because in North Texas, that's just another Tuesday in the life of a red-bellied woodpecker.